Oh, okay. I just said like I wanted to get the buy side. People were FOMOing or feeling bad that GBPJPY did this huge move. So this huge move, let's
Yes.
say you are cut it from down here, was like, okay, let's say 700 pips. Let's say you cut it from this continuation, 322 pips. It came back after hitting the weekly level and some other levels that if you look left, you'll be able to see the consolidation. This was the back of a daily trend line. I had to rechart again. This was the back of a daily trend line. If I draw this like this, was retesting a, I don't want to switch my time frame because for some reason my charts have been static every time I want to do this call, every time for the past how many weeks. So we're here, even though this is a 4 hour, but I drew this trend line on a daily time frame, right? So it was retesting the back of this plus the weekly level. That's like extra confirmation. And if you wanted to add more confirmation, there was divergence. Boom. Came down, dropped. Let's say you didn't get it. That's an impulse move. Retraced back to a support zone, literally gave everybody, and I'm sure this is where Diana took a shot. Literally gave everybody another opportunity to enter for a sell when you broke that um support support area and then dropped, literally melted. So that first one that it did was 500 pips. In fact, let's do everything that GJ did first. This was 1,221 pips in like how many days is this? This is not calculating the days well. It's not. Let me use this. I think it was like a week. It was a week. So it was less than 16 days. Okay, let's say like a week and a half. You did 1,200 pips. And even if you didn't catch that, you could have caught the remaining 800 pips that was from this continuation. And this is where sometimes swing trading is great, right? Where you're able to hold your position if you really know where it's going. Normally, I would have like gotten out of this trade at this level here, at this level of support. Like nobody could have told me nothing. That have come out. Why? Because we had support. I'm not about to be guessing that GJ will break support. And right now, we've seen that it has broken support. We draw the line, we draw the zone, and then wait for a retest. Someday, it could take weeks, it could take days, it could take months. Someday, GJ is going to come back and retest this support, which also aligns with a weekly level. So, like, the money is there, right? I was telling Gift on Friday during our live trading that it's just that like right now, as I then, because I've worked on it, hopefully, my mind is all over the place and I've not been able to, be as, how would I call it now? Be myself in entries and trading. I'm always careful. Like I don't take trades that I'm not extra sure of. Even the ones that I'm extra sure of, I get out of it like early. That's recently. So I'm going through my trading psychology course and I've even revamped a lot of things there because I had something traumatic happen to me and I had to re-strategize and get back into my trading zone. So it's been hard to do that, but it's just amazing that even at that, the market was clear as day. Even on the day of interest rate news and all that, we still had like structure play out, you know. if you can see this market and read it, you'll be able to wait for your entries and then just take good trades, and just relax. This GJ could have made your entire month. And that's how GBPJPY moves, right? It can be consolidating for weeks, like it did almost half of August, consolidating all year, and then push once in 2 days. It has done a mighty push. And that's how most of the markets work. Like, price is consolidating like 80-70% of the time and trending for half. That's why we work with minor structure. With minor structure on the lower time frames, or even the structures that are inside of the structure, you can, take advantage of the mini moves that are happening and still get enough pips as this. Another, like one of the secrets on the chart is, if price should consolidate for a really long time, the push is going to be strong. And if it does a really strong push, it's going to consolidate for a really long time. So this amount of pips is still like almost the same that you get, that if you have been taking buy sell on a lower time frame, just with skills. But I think at this time I didn't even touch GJ, because you can see those wicks, those wicked wicks up there. Anyways, it was beautiful. It was really nice. Another one that broke every chain was gold. Gold literally broke the chain of support. So okay, so we can see it has been in a downtrend. I was actually expecting, I was watching for gold to go up, since it was how do I explain it now? For that day that I was trading, what day was that on? I was looking at gold on, I think it was Wednesday. I don't really trade on Wednesday, but I had to in the evening when my alerts rang. So I think I'll have to just hide some fibs here so that we can see road small. Okay, let me leave this one for, let me hide so we can see. Okay, so gold was in this consolidation, and this is a 4-hour time frame, right? Gold was in this consolidation. Let me drop to 1 hour. Yeah. So like before I noticed like, oh, this is like a consolidation. Okay, I took a sell around here. This was a minor structure sell. I think I even highlighted itself on the 15 minutes. You'll be able to see my because when you're in a consolidation, you really want to drop to the smaller time frames to be able to see structure more. This wasn't like a textbook break and retest or a clear as day or anything. You just have to see like what the candlesticks are telling you at that point. I'll answer your question, Victor, but you just have to see what candlesticks are telling you at that point. And I could see exhaustions. Just this trend line was really steep, right? Really steep. It's not the greatest trend line to draw, but I saw it and I drew it. Gift was like, oh, how do you see these small trend lines? Like, how did you even spot it? And I'm like, I just see it. When you spend time on the chart and you dedicate time to it, and that's what I always tell my students and everyone that I get the opportunity to teach, to at least dedicate like 1 to 2 hours every day. Just focus on the charts. I know people have lives. Some people even have families that they take care of. They have so many things. They have businesses and all that. But just focus on the charts. Dedicate 2 hours, maybe like at the end of your day or at the beginning of your day, and back test and just stay. and you'll be rewarded with the ability to see. So I took this. This was a red light break and retest situation. And then we took the sell down. And that's what I always say, like, I'm no longer scared of the news. Like, one of my mentors told me, like, she was always hammering on this, that news just pushes your what's it called, your analysis or your setup into take profit quicker. It just pushes it like faster. So this week that came here, that was TP2 for me before it pushed up, and I had a buy alert around this place, but I was too excited for this 5 minutes push. This happened in 5 minutes. Like, I entered at the right time. As a trader, you know that when you enter right on time, it's so exciting. Like, you literally don't know when price will move to take profit, but it moved in 5 minutes or 4 minutes. Like, you're like, okay, that's why people say easy money. Right? But really, it was just good timing and everything. I could have entered at the beginning of this consolidation. I would have still gotten the drop, right? But this was less stressful. And immediately the alert rang, it just shut up. This was too fast and aggressive. I don't trade on Wednesdays, so I didn't want to like overdo it or overtrade. So Victor asked, is there a reason why you don't trade on Wednesday? I mean, trading wise. There's no trading reason why I don't trade on Wednesdays. It's just me personally that I've decided that I'm not going to dedicate 5 days a week to this chart. I used to, but I'm a day trader. So every day I go on the charts in the morning and look forward to like things to if we have anything, any setup, set my alerts and then catch pips. But I just decided that no matter what is happening, I won't trade. So I also set Wednesday aside to be able to create some content and just also teach some students, and yeah, just have a trading free day. But this past Wednesday, I didn't create any content. I was just like, I didn't, my mind was all over the place. I didn't do it. So I just, in the evening, I just said, let me open the charts, and then I saw what I saw. So it's just you deciding. Some people decide not to trade on Monday. Some people decide not to trade on Tuesday. If my alert should ring from the past trading days, I would see if price is at that level or whatever it is, and I'll take the trade. But if I don't have any new thing, I won't be placing new trades on Wednesday. It's not, and I know majority of traders say, oh, don't trade on Wednesday, don't trade on Wednesday. Excuse me, don't trade on Wednesday because there's a lot of chaos, but that's like, I think it's preference. Once you have your structure in place, whenever your trade is ready is when you should trade. And I think I told Diana this during one of our sessions, that whenever your trade is ready, in fact, I should ask her, Diana, when did I say is the best time to trade? Diana, do you remember what I said about the best times to trade?
I'm sorry, I was slightly away from my phone. I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't get what you said. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No problem. I was asking, what did I ask now? Okay, I was asking, like, what did I tell you about the best times to trade?
When your setup is ready, like, it doesn't, because I remember the question was like, I was asking you, people would be like, oh, don't trade Asian session, or don't do this, do that. And you're like, no, you know your system, you know yourself, you know what works for you. If it's 2 a.m. that your setup is ready, get into your setup. If it's 1 p.m. that your setup is ready, you get into your setup. Just know what you're looking for and go by it. And I remember you telling me, cut out the noise, leave those Telegram groups, block those people.
I hope you have blocked them because they were going.
Yes, I
Yes, it's very important to cut out the noise because I was actually, I mean, like a lot of crypto groups that everything is muted, but there was one in particular where I explained, basically I just had to explain because I could see everybody was panicking because of interest rates. And I'm like, oh my God, do you know how many times I've talked about this? Okay, let me just summarize this for people. And by the time I finished summarizing it, they were like, I even got DMs that thank you so much. Now I understand. Now I understand. I could see the panic. Everybody was like, oh, they will raise the interest rate, either 100 or 70, 75 BPS. It was just chaos. And I'm like, when you understand, you don't need to panic. And all those things can even cause you to be looking like, oh, somebody even asked me, is BTC going to drop or go up? I see liquidity above. I see this. I say, guy, don't let Jerome Powell to mess up your trading plan. Just follow your plan. News will literally push. It will just push it will finish structure. It will finish. You have to trust that it will. Okay, and if you are doing minor structure, you know that you will get out at the first take profit level. At least we've seen this play out time and time again. When you are back testing, you might not know that it is news that actually pushed this thing. But if you are seeing it live, that's why you also have to watch your markups play out live and forward test that, see it how it plays out. So when you are seeing it live, you know that okay, that's what news did at that time. So gold did what it did. It broke. I was actually telling Gibbs that this was going to retest, but time had gone on Friday. I didn't even have the strength. Fridays, if you don't catch something early in the morning, just forget about it and call it a day, because the rest of the day will be a little bit chaotic. Yeah. So yeah, what was I saying? So this retested same Friday and then came down. With gold now, I'm looking at this to continue diverging and eventually even drop to this monthly level or even drop below, because this is a major structure first take profit. But since we have this monthly here, we'll see what price does to finish off this move that it is doing. So I believe I'm just going to go over the XY right now. If you guys have questions, you can write it in the chat or you can unmute to ask. Okay, I'll go over DXY. I was actually looking at a sell for the DXY. And it did sell when it got to the, what's it called now? Weekly level. But, it didn't go straight. So it's going to finesse everybody a little bit before that huge drop. I'm actually waiting for this bullish momentum to finish. I can see divergence has started forming on a higher time frame, but we just passed a major structure TP1. So the strength of DXY is really strong right now, but I can see we don't just guess. We don't guess the market, but momentum is losing a little bit of momentum. So we just wait. We just wait for what it's doing. We have this second take profit here that is close to a monthly level. That will be a good, more confident place to be able to, see a short. But for now, what we can see is bullishness. Is bullishidity. It's strong, but this by this week I'm not going to time the market. It's one of my toxic traits. But we'll see. So everything really did strong pushes last week. This coming week, if you are trading, it's just mostly consolidations that because market will slow down a little bit, although you still catch your pips, you still do all of that. but the market will just try to rest. Imagine you are in a race, you're taking a race and you were running, you just ran straight. You will need time to rest. You need time to rest, at least catch your breath. GJ is going to catch his breath. She's going to catch her breath for a long time. I'll come back to retest here. So we'll see it. GJ is approaching monthly level. My first instinct is to just wait for this to finish playing out. And we'll see if it wants to continue or if it wants to reverse. Okay. So we started a trading circle thing where we would be trading together, literally taking live trades together on Thursdays. So what we'll do is every Wednesday night, we'll do a midweek analysis for Thursday morning. So we'll be on either Zoom or Google Meet, whichever one I send to the group, which is exclusive to only students right now. And we are going to be taking trades. So as opposed to me just sending signals, we'll be trading live, but I will send signals when we see a trade. So it's from there that I'll be picking the signals for the remaining days of the week. So why it's Thursday, most times, like I just want everybody that is trading, at least trade your trade, finish off your week, and just Thursday will just be extra sauce. You know, you don't have to depend your whole weekly goal on it. And if you didn't see anything, then that's fine. And it's not necessary and compulsory that we see a trade all the time. We didn't catch anything on Friday. So yeah, this is even exciting because on Friday also we're looking at USD card. Gift and we just decided that we're going to work with USD card and we're waiting for it. So I'm so proud that Gift even attended and he actually caught something with not PIPS. So so when we got to this place, we're looking at it to sell to this trend line and probably just drop. You can see all these minor structure zones that I drew. So I was like, okay, so we wait for an engulfing, we wait for a confirmation, because there was a time where on a 15 minutes, 5 minutes, we saw, you know, 2 confirmations, but we're waiting for the last one. We're waiting for the last one to happen, but it didn't happen. So I was just like, okay, let's just get in here with the lowest lot possible and just with minimum risk. And Gift just said, let's just wait for that candle to finish forming or something. I was like, okay, Gift, okay. I see you people are more patient than me. And I just felt really proud that he was able to make that decision on his own, even with me in the like trading with him. And that's what I want it to be. When we are having the trading cycle, you should already know what we are doing, and that's why it's only open to students, right? You should already know what we are doing. You should already know what price is doing. He could see that we've not gotten the 3rd confirmation, so I'm not leading him blindly. He's not just following blindly, rather, you know. So if you want to join, you have to be a student, and luckily my technical analysis course is releasing tomorrow. I'm not changing the date. I'm not going to the back end of seller. I'm not changing the date. I'm not changing the pre-order. I still have to add a few more psychology videos, but that's in the end. Before anybody even gets there, I would have added it, right? So it's releasing tomorrow, and if you want to understand everything we are doing here, you need to watch that course. It is like none other. It is literally detailed. I took my time to do each topic. one by one. So all the things you know about technical analysis, price action, each topic is explained one by one. And during my explanations, I even say why stuff is happening. Why do we even have support and resistance as opposed to just calling it floor and ceiling? And even candlesticks. I have three candlestick videos, 3 candlestick lessons, where we have candlestick part 1, part 2, and then in support and resistance part 2. Just to let you know that it's very important, understanding the language of the market, what is price saying at that time, so you're able to generate your own trades. Do you understand? And even Diana and is a testament to the fact that you can just be chilled and take your trades. Trading doesn't have to be chaotic. It doesn't have to be crazy. Just wait for your setup and understand what market is doing. So I'm really rooting for everybody on this call, and I can't wait. I know it's going to be, now that I've like released myself to release the course and everything, I can't wait for more Nigerians, more Africans to be able to get access to it. I know it's a lot of work and it won't be as easy as most people. I've accepted that for some people things come like fast, easy, like that. But sometimes everybody is not the same. Sometimes you have to work extra hard to get that thing that other people got easier. So it's a long, no, it's not a long road, but we are ready for whatever life brings. Okay, so I'm going to be sending, I know I say I'll send my markups, but I'm going to be marking up by tomorrow, and hopefully send it to the Signal group, and then we'll see what this week brings. So if you are trading this week, just allow everything to finish up. Monday, Tuesday, just allow everything to finish up and see what structure is saying, right? I will draw a new fib on this on DXY, because I can see here. I don't like where my chart is doing. That's why I'm not really touching it much, but just this new fib at this level and see what price is doing. Okay. Yeah. So does anyone have any question so far about anything at all? Okay. All right. All right then. So you guys have a good night, and I wish us a week full of pips next week. It's going to be really nice because it's going to be consolidation time, and that's one of the best times to actually trade for people that know what they are doing. So good night, guys. Have a lovely
Good night, ma.
or take care.
Hi.